I hope you're bearing up with all this. It's not even all this shit, is it? It's all the uncertainty. That's what really gets me down. Maybe I don't know, maybe I've got some sort of OCD, but even in normal times, if I've planned everything, if something goes wrong or someone says, oh, I can't, I'll go, cancel it. Cancel it all. I'm never doing anything ever again. If I book a flight, right, and they go, oh, it's an hour delayed, right, never, yeah, you're never going to work again. Just everything's up in the air. You can't look forward to anything. You can't. Do you know the worst thing is as well? Apart from the pandemic and the devastation and the deaths and the strain on the health service and people losing their livelihoods and that, the worst thing is the in charge do what they want. And you know what? I can. You know, I see all these people saying all the parties they were having and what all the stuff they were doing, and people saying, you know, that was the day I couldn't see my mum in hospital, or I couldn't go to my dad's funeral, and because the people in charge, the posh, privileged people in charge, were acting like Charlie Sheen. I mean, really rubbing salt in the wound. And as I say, I don't get political, but they're all shit.
To pay tribute to Jeremy Corbyn, who's a friend as well as a colleague.
You wouldn't call Jeremy Corbyn a friend?
No. We have to make the case for freedom of movement. We don't want open borders. Freedom of movement has gone and it's not coming back.
Cutting off power, cutting off water, Sakir?
Well, I think that Israel does have that right. I was not saying that Israel had the right to cut off water, food, fuel or medicine. Wounded by the media, the Sun in this city, a hurt for this city. And I certainly won't be giving any interviews to the Sun during the course of this campaign.
Did you write an article for some newspaper the other day? Surely that's not going to gain you any support across the Northwest.
Would you write for them again, Sakir?
I would do, yeah.
Can you guarantee that under your leadership, the 2019 Labour commitments to nationalise water, energy, rail, the Royal Mail, they'll all be in Labour's next election manifesto?
I've made that commitment.
Will you nationalise the big six energy companies, yes or no?
No.
No, you will not.
By the Home Secretary was the wrong decision, and I think it was a rushed decision.
When are we going to stop taking went to Eton as a qualification to run the country? I mean, now. Oh, so that's why I'm doing this as well, because I've noticed all around, you know, there's a lot of annoyance and frustration, totally justified as well, misinformation, anger, but I think the next pandemic is going to be like anxiety and depression, you know. God knows how it affects like teenagers who have had their, you know, some of the best years of their life sort of taken away. And college, I didn't go to college to study. You know what I mean? 3 years living at home, doing things on Zoom. That's not my idea. That's not my idea of a college experience. So, as I say, I can't complain. I'm definitely in a privileged position, but I do notice. I have noticed that it's getting a lot of people down. So, and this you know helps me. Like, when you can't do stuff, you think, well, I've got to do something. We're built like that. We've got to do something. You know, it's So this helped me, doing this, just, you know, talking bollocks, answering questions from cats and dogs. Yeah, my world tour was postponed for a year, but I did talk to a lot of cats and dogs. Yeah, okay. Well, I hope you're bearing up and
Describe yourself as working class. Sakir, define working class.
No, working class is families that work for their living, earn their money through going out to work every day, not through other
Not
means.
middle classes do that?
Well, working class families have the ordinary hope to get on in life. I mean, this has been
Don't
a story
middle
of mine.
classes have that
Yeah,
as
of course
well?
they do. Of course they do.
So what's
But
the
I
distinction?
People will say to me, "Well, look here. You've come a long way.
Yeah.
You're,
Yeah, but you went
how
to
you
state
can't-"
school.
Yeah, but that is the ordinary hope of the working class, which is to have a decent education, to get a decent secure job, to get a car, to get have a nice holiday, to have a
Isn't that
house.
the middle class too, Sakir? Everything you just listed? No?
It is, yeah, it is, and that's why many people go on their life journey from what you might call working class to middle class.
I hope there's no kids. I hope there's no kids watching because I've said the C word as well. I apologise. People are eating their tea. Fucking slagging off the government, Christmas, just life in general. Welsh Felix, what do you want for Christmas? Besides a working jetpack? Yeah, still number one. Still number one. Just off. Whenever I say to Jane, "Oh, there's a new drone you can sit in," right? It's £1 million, but she just goes dead immediately. Just like she didn't find me wrapped round a pylon. He died. When did he get this? She'll go, "This morning." He's dead. Yeah, I know. I knew he would be. I told him. I said, I knew when he was going to say he's going to spend £1 million on it. I said that he'd be dead by this afternoon, and there he is, hanging. That's number one. The jetpack now. Peace and quiet. More and more. Peace and quiet. Just want peace and quiet. That's what I just want. Peace and quiet. I mean, to the extent that I don't know. I just want I want to know what I'm doing. When I know I've got a night in, or I know everything that's happening, right? And then when I've got to work and when I've got to relax. And then if I've got, oh great, like Netflix, I've got a night off, a bottle of wine, Netflix, this. Someone calls and says, "Oh, we're in town, do you want to do dinner?" Oh, fucking hell. I wish I was dead. Only death can get me out of this. I don't want anything really for Christmas. Peace and quiet, yeah. Peace and quiet. Everyone to be happy. Everyone to have a good Christmas. More and more now, you worry like other people's misery spoils it for you. That's an age thing, isn't it? When you can be happy and then you can see one thing like a terrible fucking story on the news or a bit of animal cruelty, it just ruins your fucking day, doesn't it? You think, oh, I can't enjoy myself now because I've got to sort that out. I've got to save that dog. That's why I do everything. Peace and quiet. I want it right. If I do that, I can have peace and quiet. More and more doing something with my money, charity work, doing something, seeing it make a difference. I think that's why you should give to small charities as well, because you see the difference. It means something to them, and you see results. And I give to big charities as well, but it sort of gets lost. Like even the admin costs. Whereas if you know a local charity and they're a small sort of concern, the whole pound goes to helping the cats and dogs or kids or whatever. So I like that. That's good. I feel like I've done something. Peace and quiet. I love peace and quiet now. For about a minute, then I get bored. I might have some condition. I want to do whatever I'm not doing, unless it's someone else's idea. Then I want you to carry on doing what I was doing. Oh God. This is like a therapy session, isn't it? You are my therapists, and you're not qualified. I hope this is good for you as well. I don't just do it for me.